We will now go over the functions for the ES2000. First thing is, of course, make sure it's plugged up. Then turn it around on the back, you'll see the on and off switch on the back. Make sure that that switch is clicked on. Once that switch is on, if you turn the big knob all the way to the right hand side, that's your fireplace. Now it has adjustments. You can turn it up and down. The lighter you want it or the darker you want the flame, you can actually turn it up and down there. Then on going from left to right, on your control panel you have your power button, which turns your heater on. Then you have your time button. Now your time button is simply the button you push if you want to set your time. You can go up and down with the arrows. It goes in 30-minute increment, and it'll be set for all the way up to 8 hours. You can run your timer up and down by those buttons after you've hit your time button. The next button, moving left to right, is actually your temperature button. If you'll hit your temperature button, it will blink. When you hit your temperature button, it'll actually blink. Then you can move your temperature up and down by your temperature buttons moving up and down. And then of course you have your up and down buttons, and then all the way on the end on the down button, if you'll hit that button on the end, it'll actually change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, whichever you may desire to do. Now on your remote settings, on the remote, make sure that when you get your remote, it has a piece of plastic in the bottom of it. Pull that piece of plastic out. That piece of plastic's there to protect the battery and keep it from dying in shipment. Once you pulled that out, and right in the center of your remote is the power button. If you'll click that power button, it'll turn it on and off. On the top right or left-hand corner of that remote is your timer button. If you'll hit that timer button, you can actually move the timer up and down by the up and down arrows. Again, that thing moves in 30-minute increment, and it'll go all the way up to 8 hours. Then on the top left hand, or right hand, I'm sorry, at the top is your temperature button. If you hit that temperature button, the temperature will actually flash on it. You can move it up and down to your desired temperature, whatever that may be. Then, of course, your up and down arrows are on the bottom of the remote. And then if you want to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you just hit your down button. When it's not flashing, you can either go Fahrenheit or Celsius on the remote. And that is the functions of the ES2000. Now, in order to change the filter, it's very simple. But if you change the filter on your ES2000, just simply turn your unit to the back. Make sure the power is off. Just take your filter, push up on the filter. It'll pop out. Take your new filter that we have sent you. Just simply face it back in, push up, pop it back in, and that is for your filter. You now have all the functions and the filters for your ES2000.